So to recap, in part 2 of round 12, in part 1 of round 12, 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, in part 1, we had the Sorcerer Society kick the butts of a crap ton of apes. We had Jack Spicer pull a Cinderella victory out from under Negaduck. We had the introduction of the Phantom Blot and Don Carnage. We had Pinhead torture Count Olaf to death in a traumatizing yet surprisingly satisfying scene. Shendu was free, and I said street farter. How could this possibly top that? But it did. And without even having Mosenrath anywhere in it. So this opening scene. I'm not very familiar with the Transformers mythos. My first experience was actually with the Michael Bay movies. I know. And I actually thought I hated Transformers because I didn't like them. Of course. Okay, I know some people did like the Michael Bay movies. I just didn't. And with that majority that didn't. And so, I always thought, Transformers, I'm just not into that. But this incarnation, they're playing this scene, and I'm falling more in love with Starscream the more he's making fun of Megatron. I can't stop laughing the first time I see this. This might be the scene that makes me start watching Transformers, because that was brilliantly hilarious. Meanwhile, Jafar is still being Jafar and screwing with everyone.
I am exceedingly sorry, Princess.
The sound biting was really good here. SunnyHatter21 noted that it looked really shippy. Men, woo, and women decided to go halfway. Azula has a puppy crush on Jafar. He does not return her affections. But he's still planting the idea of revolt in Azula's head. Meaning he's still screwing with all the factions! Meaning Jafar still being Jafar, you know how much I love that! So the Lizardmen are having a tournament of strength. This is actually set to Azula's theme. As usual, I love when they take the canon theme of a villain and integrate it in, like they did with Maleficent. They did Scar dying to the Lion King score to Die For, and they had Discord's battle to the Yorubi Brony song, which isn't canon, but it's really close. Azula kills the lizard leader, and this changes the dynamic of the faction. She's just leveled up, so to speak. She has control of all the lizardmen.
Master, silence, hun. We have not come to hear
So, this fight began when Windman said, "We're finally using a villain from a Disney show no one's used." This was shortly after Windman got his obsession with Gravity Falls. Of course, I thought they'd be using somebody from Gravity Falls, but I was surprised. Because, as you can see, this is not Gravity Falls, it is Motor City, and that is Abraham Cain. Now, I gave up on the Disney Channel a while ago. I think Wizards of Waverly Place did it for me. Again, I understand if you like that show, I didn't. And after that, I just, Phineas and Ferb was the only thing I liked on it, and so I gave up. Apparently I quit too early because Gravity Falls and Motor City happened, and apparently they're fantastic. And Motor City is now definitely on my list because, look at this guy. A show that's got a villain like this can't be all that bad. And Man Woo has actually said that it's one of the best Disney animated shows ever. A title he had previously given to American Dragon Jake Long. And I love American Dragon Jake Long, so I trust Man Woo's recommendations. I love how they're actually forming a full-on rivalry between Monkey Fist and Combustion Man. It inevitably happened that I was the only one who interpreted this scene as Killigan Monkey Fist shipping. They're apparently vitriolic rivals. Can't help it, I'm a shipper. I'm a hormonal fangirl. But as with the last mercenary that Monkey Fist dispatched to get rid of it, look, there's another Kim. How many background Kims can there be? Yeah, just like the last one, Combustion Man took care of this one. So Non-Disney Odin is finally getting up off his butt and doing stuff, and Evil Manta returns! Because Non-Disney Odin wants that crystal that Merman has. Evil Manta joins the Acolytes, and Non-Disney Odin has now officially done more stuff than Disney vs. Marvel Quackerjack. Who will always be the example of people who do nothing in tournaments. And yeah, the outcome of this fight, we knew.
All shall bow before me.
Oh, Tim Curry, you have a lovely, lovely voice. We all knew he would have to win the crystal back because, you know, the Acolytes have to get the crystals. This was still a really entertaining fight to watch, though. Given the edits. And, you know, we actually thought right here that Merman died, or I did. Anyway. And Evil Manta has now got the crystal. And one of Skeletor's has been humiliated. But he's alive. That's good. So, Santos is now hiring Van Pelt,
Professor Ibsen, Master Builder,
and Ibsen. This fight was made by Beaten Senseless 902. This is the first thing I've ever seen 902 do. And it rocked. I'm really pleased with how this was handled. The original fight was billed as Doofenshmirtz versus Ibsen. And Jumanji, the animated series, is 902's big fandom. So we all trusted him with it. And he outperformed our expectations. He added Nimnol to team up with Doofenshmirtz, which isn't that just the best bromance since Hades and Dr. Facilier? And, as you can see, we're pulling out all the stops. We got robot dogs, we got giant mechs, we got hungry hippos. And Doofenshmirtz dies.
prepare to be eaten.
Then Pelt steps in, and Nimnol also dies. And I'm really pleased with how that was handled, because this way we all win. Doofenshmirtz haters get to see him gone, and I, as a Doofenshmirtz lover, get to see Doofenshmirtz not only have an earlier victory using the freaking Steel Clan, but go out on a high note with Nimnol as a team-up. I'm really pleased with how that was handled. So now we have Dmongo versus Pain and Panic. And this fight is where it really starts to get good. This actually is the vid where all of the game-changing players are introduced. Well, maybe not all the game-changers, but hey look, Skull Bombs! You know, this joke, hipster Dmongo. I was throwing Skull Bombs before it was cool. So anyway, it looks like, you know, Pain and Panic are way outmatched. The only thing that could save them is if some really powerful godlike entity stepped in from nowhere to help them out. Of course, you know what I'm leading up to, but who is it? Who could be the big darn hero here? Wait for it.
No, I think we jumped the crossbow on this one.
Wait for it. Life without a little chaos! Oh, my timing was off on that. But yes, Chaos from Aladdin the Animated Series, the one-episode wonder. If you saw the episode, you know him, you love him. He was Discord before it was cool. Okay, admittedly, I think Discord did a better job at the God of Randomness thing, but I still love Chaos. He is extremely, incredibly entertaining. And he is now introduced as a major player in the war. In one episode wonder, they're going to try to stretch out his footage so he can do more stuff. And he just humiliated Dmongo.